Atenção na montagem, pessoal. 5, 4, 3.
Hello guys, I am Diana Zambrzuski. We are here in CCXP in São Paulo, Brazil with Gadot, the Wonder Woman, and Patty Jenkins, the director of WW84. And I have a few questions from fans all over the world. But first, how are you doing today?
We're great. We're feeling like we're in a dream.
Oh, so
it's
good.
Great.
And is it your first time in Brazil? How are you enjoying your time here?
I've been in Brazil before. It's my first time in Sao Paulo. I've been to Rio de Janeiro before. And we absolutely love Brazil. It's so much
it's my
fun.
first time, and it's not enough.
Yeah.
I want to stay. I've always wanted to come, and I can't wait to come back.
Oh, so amazing. We love to hear
awesome.
that.
Great people. The people are so
cool.
warm and wonderful. I love that.
So happy to hear that.
Yeah.
And I just watched your panel at CCXP just now, and the crowd loved it. So how was the panel, and what do you think about the crowd?
Wow. I've never experienced anything like this before.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess this is how it feels when you're a rock star. When everyone are like,
Yeah, nothing I've ever experienced before, that's for sure.
It was
crazy.
It was amazing, and the people here in Brazil are so warm and loving and like happy, and it was so great to be here, and the energy is like I'm still a bit shaky.
Yes, I was like, oh God.
Energy, yeah.
Totally electric. We just had to stand there and look out at the audience and take it in, because I thought we may never see anything like this again. It was so awesome. And they were so warm, and their signs and their birthdays and their, just an incredible crowd.
Yes, people are so passionate. And I was like, oh God,
Yeah.
go.
That was awesome.
So now we're going to the questions from fans all over the world. So that's for Gal. What was the toughest challenge you faced in making WW84?
The toughest challenge maybe is just balancing between work and personal life. This movie is so demanding, and it's it's such an ambitious movie, and we shot it for 8 months. Ooh, I lost my tag. And we shot it for 8 months, and at the same time, both of us are mothers and we have families. So I guess that was probably my personal biggest challenge, because the other challenge that we faced with the movie are most of the time, pleasant and encouraging, but that was probably my biggest challenge.
Yeah, I can imagine that. It's a superhero and a supermom too. That's for Patty. What led you to choose the extraordinary Kristen Wiig as Cheetah?
Well, it was easy to do. We love Kristen. We used to talk about her all the time, and we had even seen her in events and said,
before
"Hey Kristen,
we knew anything.
Hey Kristen, do you want to come hang out with us?" We love her. But it just so happened that as the character of Barbara Minerva formed, we needed someone who was exactly what we knew Kristen could do. She's an incredible actress, by the way, incredible. And so to get somebody who had that skill set, but then we knew had inside of her this ability to transform to this other person, and I think she's going to blow people away, even what they're expecting. So it was a dream come true for us, because we're like her biggest fans.
Yeah.
And like, what's the greatest thing in the world? Pick your favorite people and say, hey, come work with us.
And then they actually are so great.
Yeah.
And we had an amazing time on set.
Oh, perfect. That's for Gal. So what do you like the most about the 80s?
Wow, what's not to like? I feel like this is a decade where music was amazing. Art, all the pop culture, the colors, the vibe, like humankind celebrated itself in that decade. And I was always born in that decade, so I have a special place in heart for it.
Oh, so cool. And for Patty, I see Steve Trevor in the new trailer who died in the first Wonder Woman film. So how is that possible?
Well, I honestly wish I could say, and the only thing I could say is, I know the reason people are asking. I think that they're also worried that we just jammed him in there because we love Chris, and that's true. We do love Chris, but we didn't. I am harsh enough on my stories that I would never do that for that reason. as we came up with the story, it suddenly became incredibly clear that the story was all about bringing Steve Trevor back, and it was integral to this film. So you'll have to see the movie to find out how, but he's a very important part of the story, and we couldn't have done it without him. And it was so great for the three of us to be back together again.
Oh my God.
It was great to bring on the new people, but I love those two, and like, you know, I'll always love Steve and Diana, and you know, and Gal and Chris as people are two of my favorite people in the world.
Oh God, I'm so excited
Yeah.
to see that. So Gal,
Yeah.
what was the funnest moment from the set of WW84?
There were plenty. Honestly, there were plenty. In such a long period of time, working with people you love so much and enjoy and have fun with, there were many, 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 many moments. You know, it's hard to just pick
Yes.
one, but I guess we have a band. We have a movie band.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Every time between takes, Kristen and I had some time off. We used to go to the side and do some funny little jokey songs
Oh,
and
so
record
cool.
them and edit
Music
them. So
videos.
we have music
The whole
videos.
cast I
Oh,
couldn't
God.
find.
We're
because they're
gonna
very
launch
busy
it
making
when the
their
movie
own
comes
music
out.
Videos in the off somewhere in a trailer, and I'm, hey, where, guys, we're gonna be on the set. And then they would show me these videos afterwards that were just amazing. It was like all four of them were playing these different roles. We took that Breakfast Club picture that wasn't supposed to
Oh
get
my
out.
God, yes.
I was laughing so hard the other day about the hall of the White House. Remember, like you throwing yourself back, and Steve.
Oh,
we
so
had
amazing.
some really fun.
Oh my
times.
God. Yeah,
So
we can't
good.
share it yet,
Yeah.
all of them,
Oh,
but it was
yeah.
super enjoyable.
It'll be
that's
some
so
good bloopers.
perfect. Oh, so nice to hear that. So for Patty, do you think that Wonder Woman has some kind of representativeness that can help in today's world?
I definitely do. I think that the thing is that I always believed that, of course, people would go and see Wonder Woman. We love Wonder Woman. Why wouldn't we go and see it? The fact that people actually thought that that would be too big of a challenge to achieve shows you that there's a strange, limited belief that there's only one kind of people who can make movies and be celebrated by audiences. We're seeing that that's not true. And by the way, you know, even the things saying women don't like action. No, they don't maybe like the male action. They love other action. And so I think there's all different kinds of people in this world. There's room for everyone. There are tent poles to celebrate each of them. We would all enjoy each of their stories if they were authentically told. So I feel like that was an incredible thing to be a part of, saying like all of our bells are universal. You know, this is ours. Wonder Woman is ours. We can't wait to see yours. You know?
So inspiring to hear that.
Yeah.
You have a mark on the industry here. Oh
Thank
God.
you.
For Gal, how did you feel when you used the golden armor for the first time?
Amazing, amazing, amazing. There's something about this suit, about the golden armor suit that immediately puts you in character. It looks good and I feel sexy wearing it and
Oh,
whatnot. But it's really uncomfortable to wear. So I had to struggle that, but it feels amazing.
Yes, I know how it is because I started as a cosplayer, so
Oh, wow,
yes, but it's
amazing.
worth it.
What kind of cosplayer did you do?
Oh, game cosplays, like a Katarina from League of Legends. It's like
Wow.
full of weapons and stuff.
Oh my
And you
God.
know, Armor-
Yes.
Now with the hair, it makes sense.
Yes, the hair, the red
Yeah.
hair. Yes.
Amazing.
And you know, armor is not comfortable.
Yes.
Armor, metal armor. You think about the people who fought in metal armor, not comfortable.
Yeah.
Not at all.
You know, it's hard.
And we go to the events and people hug us and we are, oh my God.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But it's really worth it. So nice. For Patty, the first film was about Diana discovering who she is, what kind of journey we can expect from WW84.
You can expect, you know, we spent so long bringing Wonder Woman to this world in the last film, but now we have her. So it's like getting to make a movie about Wonder Woman in our world, encountering villains and encountering a real dilemma in a complex story was something I was dying to do. That was the one thing at the end of the last movie I was saying, but now she's full power. I can't wait to get my hands on her and have her have a great adventure like the ones I read in comic books and the ones I saw on television. And so that's what this is. I think it's a great story. We love the story. It's something that also means something to us. It was also so fun to get to make it a spectacle, unlike anything I've ever thought I would get to try, where you do all of these stunts and things for real. we set out to make the most practical movie we could. So you see people on wires, and we did incredible rigs, and we did locations for real. This movie was not a green screen CG.
Whoa.
You know, it has its moments, but we aspired to do everything that we could do for real. Hard on these guys. But
still
boy, does it
recovering.
pay off.
Still recovering.
Makes the schedule long, but boy, is it something to see. There's something about seeing a real human body flying through the air and doing these incredible stunts. You can feel that it's real.
You can definitely feel it.
So excited. Oh God. So for Gal, what are you most excited for fans to see?
I feel like we got to establish Wonder Woman on the first movie, and it was the coming of age type of story. And finally, in this one, we get to explore who Wonder Woman, who Diana is, where she is, what she struggles with, and take it to the next level.
Oh, the next level. Oh God. So for Patty, will there be any guest stars from the 80s?
We don't, you'll have to see.
Oh, damn it. For both now. How did you approach this new film differently from the first one?
I think the only thing that is different was that, you know, the first movie we were trying to make the greatest film of all time. That's always what you're trying to do. You're trying so hard. Now that we had that movie, we're trying to make an entirely new movie, an entirely new world. And in the success of the first one, it gave us the ability to aim even higher. Yeah. So I think that meant that we took the responsibility very seriously of trying to move and touch people and make something that we believed in that was not the same movie as the first one, a new movie, but also like to aim even higher. So it actually was a very parallel experience in a lot of ways where what we were trying to do is not something we'd ever done before or we knew that we would succeed at. So it took our all every day to try to make something truly as great as we could.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm staring her so hard and serious. And so you look me smile and I was like, oh. So that's all the time that we have. So thank you so much for joining us. You and Gal and Betty. Oh God, thank you so much. Let's go to watch the trailer. Just released right now. Go. Bye. Ciao.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so amazing. Well,
My life hasn't been what you probably think it has. We all have our struggles.
Have you ever been in love?
A long, long time ago. You?
So many times. Yeah, all the time.
Welcome to the future. Life is good, but it can be better. And why shouldn't it be? All you need is to want it. Think about finally having everything you always wanted.
I can save today, but you can save the world.
Steve.
Diana. Now, I take what I want in return. Everyone will see. The world needs you. You know what you need to do.
Nothing good is born from lies. And greatness is not what you think.
It's all art. That just a trash can.
It's just a trash can. Yeah.